Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Rhea from Snailworks Crochet, and today I want to kind of walk you through the process of me starting an Etsy. My general plan for my crochet Etsy is to have like two types of items that are kind of constant, and all the other listings would probably be as I make them and want to sell them. The two more permanent items I want to create are scrunchies and bandanas. I want to actually offer a lot of options for scrunchies, not just like maybe a couple colors. I want to offer a lot of different color options. I'm probably saying max 8, and I feel like I'm gonna regret this later. I'm thinking of doing 8 different colors of scrunchies and having the listing be kind of like a mix and match, like, oh, pick two, like any 2 colors. I'm using Bernat Velvet. I'm probably just going to limit myself to those 8 color options, and if I happen to see like a skin of Bernat Velvet on sale, I'll probably do that as a separate listing. I was trying to think of colors that were more like universally liked colors. Fun colors are fun, but I don't know, maybe for me, fun colors are fun to look at, not necessarily buy. So I was hoping to have kind of more like neutral-ish colors. I have black, green, I'm thinking of white, but the skein of white that I got this from was shedding like absolutely crazy, to the point where I'm like, that skein is kind of unusable. So I don't want to give up on that yet, but so I bought another skein of white just to make sure that it's not maybe just that color, maybe it's just that specific thing, that specific skein, because I think white is a good option, and I'm going to show you some of the yarn I got below. I also have blue, this really beautiful light blue, and here's some of the yarn I bought recently, so more white. Thinking red, this like nice mushroom brown, gray, this beautiful gray, and pink, this like light pink. It's not blush pink, it's called quiet pink, but because I was thinking originally of buying blush pink, but I found that the blush pink was just too light for my liking. So it kind of almost looked white. So I was thinking quiet pink instead to make it more obvious. So yeah, I'm gonna have 8 color options. I'm thinking of my listing being a mix and match kind of deal, and we will see how much I regret that decision later. But for now, I'm going to kind of slowly build up some inventory. I don't want to make too much of everything, otherwise I'll just have all these scrunchies laying around. But I was thinking maybe I could do like 6 of each color just to kind of start out, because it's still a decent amount of scrunchies, but it'll just kind of give me like a baseline like amount, and they're also pretty quick to make, so if I do end up selling like a gajillion of one, it's not the end of the world if I have to make it. Another thing I'm planning on selling on my Etsy shop are bandanas. I have this beautiful bandana that I've made. I'm thinking of having basically this solid color bandana in a couple of different color options. White, this is off-white, green, like a green, pink, blue, yellow, and brown. So I was thinking I would do that as my other permanent listing option, have it be not necessarily a mix and match, more so, but I do want a drop-down list of like, oh, what color do you want for this one? I was also thinking of making different like variegated options too, but I think that would be more of a if I make it, I'll sell it type of deal. Just wanting to document the process of me setting up my Etsy shop. I am gonna make this scrunchie and watch a show and just kind of get an idea of how long it takes me. I have made scrunchies. I can show you right now. I made this many scrunchies, a lot of them, and I have pictures for most of them. Yeah, I think I still need product photos of the silver one, of these, not silver, of these gray ones and a red one. But other than that, I have product photos for all the different color variations I want to offer. I will say it's slightly annoying that I realized how I was weaving in the ends of these scrunchies was like not ideal. I don't want to like ditch the scrunchies, but I know that like moving forward, like the ends I'm gonna weave in are gonna be better than the other ones. Like, I mean, they're still weaved in, they're still fine. It's just not like how I want it to be. I think the product is fine, but like I feel like it could also be so much better too at the same time, you know? It's that feeling. Soon I'll eventually give Etsy my information, and then we'll soon have the posting listed. I'll do the scrunchies mainly because they're easy to kind of make and see how I adjust to the Etsy thing, like kind of perfect my packaging, perfect like my shipping process, and then I'll go on to then I'll add bandanas on. And if the scrunchies ends up being overwhelming, like I think that might just be it, but we'll see. Okay, so it's Friday. I think I thought over my plan of how I'm going to launch my Etsy store, and I think I want to try just launching it without any social media, have it up and running, see what happens, and then if I get orders, it happens. If I don't, that's fine too. I'm not going to try and promote it too much. It's mainly because I thought this video idea could be better and slightly more eye-catching if I have it titled as starting an Etsy shop with 0 social media following, because I have none. The people who follow me on social media are my friends. So we'll see what happens. I'll just launch it. It's Labor Day weekend right now, so I think there's a possibility more people might be on Etsy in general, but let's see what happens. Let's see how the order flow is, and we can go from there. Also, I actually had to travel for work like mid-September, so I don't want to potentially overwhelm myself during that trip or like leading up to that trip. So I kind of want to take a chill, and then I think after I get back from my work trip, then I might actually just promote it more on social media and see what happens. Okay, so I set up the Etsy. I paid like the $15 first time fee plus the 20-cent listing fee for my scrunchies, and it's live now. Obviously, it's not like I've gotten any orders because I haven't really been promoting it. But looking at this now, I think I have some views on the listing. I downloaded the Etsy seller app, and it looks like I got, let's see, 2 views on this. So, I mean, some people have seen it. I don't necessarily think it's bad. I think because I haven't posted it to my social medias, I'm not gonna get anything, and that's okay. I have subtly put it on my Instagram, but I just want to see what it looks like not promoting it versus promoting it versus like Etsy ads versus not Etsy ads. I'm planning on, after my business trip, promoting the Etsy site to my social media, because I don't have a lot of followers on social media, but I do have some followers, most of them friends and family, but maybe that can get more traffic. And I think in the meantime, while I wait on that, I might work on the inventory for bandanas, because I think all the how to start an Etsy shop listings say that it looks better when you have more items in your shop. So right now I only have one, but I will get working on bandanas soon. Hey guys, just wanted to provide a little bit of an update on how my Etsy's doing. I mean, I've been getting views ever since I started promoting my YouTube channel on the shop, but obviously I haven't been getting sales because, I mean, let's be real, no one really wants scrunchies, and that's okay. But I am planning on updating it and adding another listing, and maybe people will want that. So I just filmed my how many bandanas can I make in one day video. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. But I'm going to be putting this up for sale. I need to actually make the listing and take some photos. So I took some photos, some preliminary photos, and I mean, I have good lighting, which is nice, but I just used a blanket as the background and took a photo of them on my floor. Unfortunately, most bandana photos I see have like girls with long, pretty hair wearing the bandana, but I don't have hair. And it's also a lot harder for me to take a photo of myself, especially with the angles and lighting that I want. So I have these photos that I've taken for now, but maybe I'll update them later. Before I start posting anything about my bandanas, I do actually kind of want to go over the process of how I picked my colors and what I did for these bandanas. So here's me sharing the spreadsheet I used to help plan what colors I wanted to use for my bandanas. I have both the colors and brands used so that way I can go back and buy more yarn when I eventually run out. In the next tab, you can see the absolutely unhinged spreadsheet of all the cotton yarn I bought, organized by brand, color, and whether they are one-to-one matches across brands. I bought every single color option of the Joann's KNC cotton, Hobby Lobby I Love This cotton, and Premier Cotton Sprout worsted just to compare and contrast colors. To my disappointment, there are very few crossovers. Because I bought all of the cotton, I had to go to IKEA and buy myself a shelf to store all of it, because it was absolutely everywhere. To quote my boyfriend, imagine a Hobby Lobby exploding everywhere. So after the bandanas video, I did post the bandanas on my Etsy, so that's live right now. And I let that sit for a while. I went on my business trip, whatever. But then I decided to look into some of my Etsy tags, and I saw online I probably should have added way more tags to my listings, so I updated that. And I will say, still no sales. That's okay. I'll cope with that. But I have been getting more views to the Etsy shop, which is good. So far, the views have been increasing for my shop. The views for my shop have been increasing, but there have been no sales. But I looked at my Etsy analytics, and one thing I thought was interesting was that majority of my views have been coming from YouTube. You, all 15 of you, have been clicking on my Etsy link in the video description, which is great, because I have been doing that. According to my Etsy analytics, 69% of my views have come directly from YouTube traffic, which is pretty awesome. It means it's working at least. I haven't made a sale yet, that's okay. But I think I will conclude my video here. If I do ever get an Etsy sale, I will 100% film it because that will be very exciting. But for now, I will conclude the video here. And thanks for watching. Bye!